Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Welcome to the Luke Pitch Show. I'm Pete Donaldson, joined by Mr. Lukey Moore. I was just before the show telling Lukey Moore that I've come up with a cunning plan to defeat asthma. I can't breathe.
Oh yes, everyone, it's more asthma
It's
chat.
more asthma chat. Sorry to the Finnish person who hits me talking about my illnesses.
Welcome to the wheeze hour.
Yeah, still can't breathe. But I found that if I go on I've got a little elliptical machine at home.
Which is, by the way, can I just say, is a luxury that many people listening to this, including me, won't understand.
Just get on Facebook Marketplace. It's like pianos. People just give them away.
But where'd you put it?
You got space for an elliptical machine. It's not massive.
Do you know what I am interested in?
What?
Little treadmill.
Little treadmill.
Can I get a treadmill, do you reckon?
Yeah, you get a treadmill.
I just always thought they were like prohibitively expensive.
Just go on Facebook Marketplace. It's the one thing that people will refuse to buy secondhand, and then as someone moving house, the date where someone moves house approaches, they get a little bit desperate and they just stick it on there for free.
Nice
and
angle.
it just and
because what
yeah.
I'd like is I'd like a treadmill that I can keep storing in one of the rooms of my house and then wheel into the garden.
Right. Is that a bit performative?
No, because no one can see my garden.
Okay.
It's just so I can.
I've been walking around in my pants quite a lot in my garden. That's
exactly, but it'd be hot doing it inside. That's what I mean.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
Get on your. Yeah. It sorts me out for like a couple of hours.
Just opens the
lungs and makes me feel like I haven't got a ton of bricks on me. And but the problem is having to do that 5 times a day.
5 times a day?
Well, I mean, it only lasts for like an hour and a half, and I feel like shit all the time. So I feel like remember the film Crank?
Yeah, Jason Statham.
I feel like I'm constantly having to top myself up.
It's a testament to your indefatigability that I've never really noticed that you're feeling like shit. You don't seem to. It doesn't come across.
I'm just I'm tits and teeth, darling. Whenever the
show must go on, Lionel Blair.
Doctor Theatre. When Doctor Theatre calls, I'm.
But for example, if the lift was broken in this building, we're currently on the 4th floor. For those who don't know, would you better do the stairs?
Yeah, I can do all the things. I can cycle in, I can walk, I can run upstairs and stuff. But it's I just feel like I've got crushing weight on me.
I think it's just life, isn't it?
It's just life.
And I haven't got
it's just life, innit? It's just life.
But Pete, Pete, I've got.
It's just life.
I'm crushed under in the wee.
Right.
I haven't got asthma, but I feel crushed by life.
Right. Well, okay. I'll tell my asthma specialist.
Yeah.
Hold off on the Trimbo.
Yeah.
Hold off on all my inhalers and the Montecalast and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just a bit down.
Well, Joe Rogan told me you're over-medicating yourself.
Over-medicating
what you
myself,
need
it's true.
is a little bit of Heather, Lucky Heather from a gypsy.
Lucky Heather.
Yeah.
I've even tried in my desperation the old Chinese kind of alternative medicine muck.
Oh, not the ground up tiger penis.
Piece of shit.
Not shark fin soup.
A lot of those kind of like Chinese medicines kind of work because they've actually got like proper medicine in them.
Right.
Because the rules aren't just very stringent. If you just say it's like a nutritional supplement, you can put any old.
So they're saying like basically you need to take some crushed up tiger penis for your erectile dysfunction, but they're actually just slipping a bit of Viagra in there.
That's what you say. Apparently, a lot of the the old trucker speed and the penis pills at truck stops in America, they've just got Viagra in them. Which is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, people really love smashing those like 5-hour energy shots and stuff in the US.
Well, 5-hour energy shots seem to be one of those things that were exclusive. They've never really sort of come over here, have they? Have they got something in them that we can't have?
Possibly, I think.
EU
They are everywhere in the US. Like I when you get on that jet lag vibe when you first go to the US and you're up really early, I would always like pop out to the shop and grab some breakfast stuff for the family and stuff.
And a little 5-hour energy.
Yeah, no, because those in the US, like a lot of the shops are open 24 hours. So you go there at 6 a.m. and the amount of people buying that stuff for to start their day and everything. I'm such like a kind of I'm so like weak on that stuff. I'm like, I can't have that, and I can't have that. I won't get involved in energy drinks. I won't get involved in that kind of stuff. And
I think if you had an energy drink, you'd shit your pants.
I probably would.
Because you drink tea, don't you? So
I'm not used to it.
You're not used to even a cup of coffee.
No, I've
got
a real
like Bruce Lee
mental block about having certain things that I've decided are unhealthy for me.
Right.
So it will be excess caffeine. It will be.
You never croissant though.
Yeah,
they're not good for you.
Things that I've decided. I'll eat.
All right,
I'll eat a packet of biscuits.
Yeah, okay,
I fucking did it last night. All right. Do you know what I had last night?
What?
It was almost impossible not to eat the entire packet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Have you seen those? So do you know the chocolate digestive caramels? Do you know those?
Yeah, okay.
Do you know them?
Yeah.
They've got Jaffa Cake version now, where the
is
caramel's
that
orange
bit
flavoured. Too sweet. You think it's too sweet?
Too sweet.
As the French say, too sweet.
Too sweet. Too sweet.
Yeah.
You
You wouldn't be interested in that.
I'm not a biscuit man. I'm not a cake man.
You say
I ate
that
an
too
entire
much.
packet of Love Arts yesterday.
You and our mate John say that, right? And then you'll smash a whole packet of Haribo's.
Yeah.
Is that not too sweet?
It's just sufficient. You know what I mean?
Get it in me.
Get it in you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just too much dancing about, innit? The old cake.
No, I'm not. I'm also not a. I'm not a chewy sweets guy. So I won't drink excess alcohol. I won't take on board excess caffeine. I won't have energy drinks. But anything else, I'm fine.
Tell it to your Instagram.
I do.
Tell it.
I regularly do. What are you talking
Do
about?
little videos of like your workout regime and stuff like that.
But it's not going to be much of a video, mate. I don't work out at all. I play golf. That's it.
You play golf and you consider buying an outdoor running machine.
Do you know what was particularly galling yesterday? Is that I saw an Instagram. So obviously, if we all know how Instagram works. Clearly, it kind of accentuates the stuff you like, the stuff you interact with. It gives you more of it. And obviously, I'm into golf now, so it gives me a lot of golf content. Golf content I saw yesterday, a piece of golf content I saw yesterday, was a man celebrating his 100th birthday with a round of golf.
Right, okay.
And he's a 100-year-old golfer, and he genuinely looked better than me.
Can he hit the ball really hard?
No.
No.
But can I? Also, no.
Does he do like, it wasn't just a putting green, he was actually
No, he's doing it, yeah.
Wow.
And those old golfers, everyone who knows anything about golf will tell you, those old golfers that are good, they've been playing he's probably been playing for fucking 80 years, they'll hit it not very far, but it will go straight.
Right.
They won't lose a ball.
Right.
They'll never always know where their ball is.
Right.
They won't play their ego. They'll play the course.
Yeah.
That's one thing you've got to learn about golf.
Will they braid the shit out of their golf bag with the golf club?
No, probably not. What are you implying there?
Somebody I know might have done that.
I did do
recently.
that, yeah. I did do that, yeah. But that was
But I've learned.
That was the tipping point for me to calm down. It was.
I've said it before. I can't remember who said it on the show. Why are you so angry about something you've only been doing for 3 months?
Have you met me? You could have just stopped that. Why are you so angry?
Bruno has put into the... Oh, Rory. It was Rory last week, wasn't it? Bruno put in the running order that there are now yuzu lemon flavoured Jaffa Cakes. I can't... the thing about Jaffa Cakes is that they're a certain... they're a certain brand. It's that whole kind of tax cakey biscuity sort of debate, all that rubbish. Yuzu is too high rent. It's too lofty an ideal for a Jaffa Cake, I think.
Is yuzu just a lemon, but it's like a really powerful lemon?
It's a silly lemon. It's a silly Asian lemon.
It's a lemon that's too lemony.
It's too lemony for its own good. Untenable in most applications. You've got to mix it with soy sauce to make a delicious dipping sauce. It's one of those things that where you're like, I bum Japan and go to Japan as much as I can. I don't
think you should say you bum Japan. I don't think that's... Is that still acceptable?
Oh, I don't know. Cut it out then. Edit that out.
No, hang on a minute. Can I just say, before we talk about editing something out,
right?
We did a Ramble episode earlier where Dave Cartledge's headphones were broken.
Yeah.
And you wanted to keep in the entire section of Rory trying to fix them.
Yeah, but
all of a sudden you want to take this out.
Just see it. Just see where it goes.
We saw where it went. It was a technical issue that the listeners probably aren't going to be interested in. And all of a sudden, now you want to cut this out.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I used to use the phrase "bummed in the gob" quite a lot.
I know.
Stop doing that.
Have you?
No. I just think I think
that's more comedy though, isn't it?
I think bumming is something anyone can do. So I think that's. I don't think that was ever adopted by any particularly problematic individual. So I think,
I wasn't saying it's cancelable. I was just saying it's a bit odd.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine with odd then. As long as you don't think it's cancelable, I don't think it's fun. All right, well leave it in.
I also just come back on that by saying, if you think I'm the barometer for this, that could be a problem. But you say, I just think it's odd when you say, you know what, that I bum Japan.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It just means I like to make love to it.
So do you bum things you like then? Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been bummed by you.
I don't like it.
Tells its own story.
I don't like it.
Producer Bruno, have you ever been bummed by Pete? No, he hasn't. So.
Yeah. Right. Bottom line is, I just don't think that it's one of those things that yuzu.
Do you bum yuzu?
I know for a fact that yuzu will be the next fucking bollocks.
Oh right.
After your fucking matcha.
Yeah.
Matcha's inexplicably had an excellent 2026.
Isn't it a weird phenomenon?
It's bizarre.
Because matcha,
we've just run out of new stuff.
I think we have. And I think
matcha's been around for fucking years, obviously.
And it's not a particularly
pleasant thing to drink.
Yeah, but it's not even like that strong a flavour.
Yeah, it's just like a dry green tea kind of flavour, isn't it?
Yeah. Some people like...
Bit of matcha.
There's a brilliant cafe on the corner of my road. Shout out Yiku, it's called. Yiku. It's a Taiwanese-inspired cafe, because obviously, of course it is, because I live in gentrified West Norwood. And they're lovely.
Taiwanified.
And the one thing they do, which I respect a great amount, is they bake everything from scratch on the site.
Right.
So the upshot of that is it's expensive, but it's a little treat. It's great. And but the one thing I would say is they're sprinkling matcha on certain things.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if that's adding anything.
It's the pistachio of the 90s.
But I like pistachio. Pistachio's got a nice, distinctive flavour. Yeah.
But I think matcha is. You're right. It does very little. It just provides a dryness, and needless dryness to stuff. And the way I would say,
usually is going to be the next thing.
Well, I think that like matcha is kind of one of those things that you taste out there, and you're like, yeah, fine. But the way that it's being consumed over here is just add it to a milkshake to make it green and colourful. But it's inexplicably popular, and I think yuzu will be the next thing. Hey, I don't like something that's lemon flavoured. I like a yuzu flavour. So that'll be like 2028. It'll be the year of the.
You think
yuzu.
it'll be that long?
I think it'll be that long.
Jaffa Cakes are already doing it.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of like I think that'll be a limited edition. We don't know what we're doing. We're panicking. We don't know.
They do a lot of limited edition flavours. Bruno,
they?
find some of the flavours that Jaffa Cakes do. There's some bonkers ones in there.
Lovely stuff.
Bruno's like our Jamie from Joe Rogan. By the way, did you see? I mean, I don't think
I've ever listened to or watched a single Joe Rogan.
Because you don't take our industry seriously.
I don't.
And you are right to you are right to occupy that position. But he had Rupert Lowe on last week.
He did, and he said Dunblane was just a murder, didn't he?
Yeah,
Rupert Lowe. Amazing.
Just a very odd bloke.
Yeah.
And also,
he's not learned his lesson, has he? Really, he's really not learned his lesson.
And Steve, and what I find interesting about that is, Rogan is wealthy, right? He's wealthy, multi-millionaire.
Why is he listening to the old Tesla blog?
Has he not got any researchers?
All right.
Or does he just not care? I guess
no, but I think his listeners are, alt-right interested. A vast proportion, or some of them, are in that kind of space who believe that, London has fallen and all that shit, and they believe that Europe is in a migrant crisis, and so therefore someone like Rupert Lowe probably ticks a lot of boxes for, he's probably relatively. We know he's a weirdo, but the Americans just feel any, affected.
You think he's a British eccentric?
Just a British eccentric. But it's astonishing bit of work.
And also, that's the thing about Rogan. He doesn't actually really bring anything to the table, does he? He just sort of goes, so they literally can't go into London unless they're Muslim. and then Rupert Lowe will say, yeah. And they go, huh. You know what I mean? It's like, and then before you know it, you're getting the dick pill advert or something.
Yeah.
But the one thing I also found absolutely fascinating. Oh, before I do that, Bruno's letting us know that Jaffa Cakes, Pete, have done hot honey, white chocolate, cola bottles, strawberry, mango, raspberry, and cosmic berry. They're fucking gimmick central.
They're just pissing about, aren't they?
I think
Last
so.
days of Rome.
Mucking about with
Absolutely.
it. Mucking about with a classic.
Hot honey. I mean, what is that? It's
a little bit of spice in there.
A little bit of spice with some honey.
As Chris Eubank would say, let me add a little bit of spice to proceedings.
It's just astonishing. Like, hot honey you have on exclusively cheese, like a meaty cheese. Pizza, hot honey, with chicken.
Can I also just say that Stephen Bartlett had Graham Hancock on his show last week.
Which one's Graham Hancock?
He is absolutely bananas. He is like a pseudo archaeologist who pretends that there was like an ancient civilization of giants knocking about the world, and he finds evidence for them all over the place, and he is like a laughing stock in the scientific community. And Bartlett, it's so fucking weird how Bartlett makes it the most serious thing, and like really
the way that he sort of delivers his
I think he's completely disappeared off the flywheel now, Bartlett. I always thought he was completely bonkers, but he's disappeared off the flywheel entirely.
His company sounds mental as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Graham
you run out of guests and you just go for clicks eventually. You know what I mean? Like
race to the bottom.
But that is the problem with guest based podcasts. It's exhausting to keep up the pace. It just is. Getting good guests and stuff.
Yeah, so Theroux does it in series, doesn't he?
Right.
And Theroux does get really good guests.
Because he's fucking BBC man, isn't he?
And
you flash your fucking press pass and you get loads of stuff.
I never used to really like Theroux talking to famous people.
Right.
I didn't think unless they were properly of the kind of oeuvre, the Jimmy Savile stuff kind of thing. I get that, but like him talking to I don't know Dua Lipa, I'm not that bothered about that. I'm not gonna. But he's actually had some really good guests on recently, and I also think that and this is obviously a sort of thing I would say is that his episode recently with Stuart Lee was brilliant. Did you hear that?
But is that about Stuart Lee just being Stuart Lee though?
Yeah. It's basically about Stuart Lee. Yeah. Of course it is. Yeah. I that's the problem.
I would imagine in his art of art, Stuart Lee would have little patience with.
But when it started off, Stuart Lee started off by saying, "Why have you asked me to come to Spotify?" And Louis Theroux's like, "It's a Spotify show." He's like, "Is it?" He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I don't want to do it then. I've taken all my stuff off Spotify." And Theroux's like, "Oh, well, you don't have to do it if you don't want to." And he's like, "Oh, well, I've got to be in town for the next few hours, so I've got something. Okay, I will do it," kind of thing.
Okay.
And it kind of goes from there. But I know this is a really typical thing for a 45-year-old man who thinks he's clever to say, but I do think Stuart Lee's really interesting. The chat is really interesting because he doesn't hold back from what he actually thinks about stuff. And if you think about it, not many people in entertainment really do that.
He's a lovey without really, and he gets away with not being a lovey at the same time, I would say.
But he was saying that like he did a one of his routines a few years ago. So his new routine sounds really interesting. His new stand-up set is called Stuart Lee versus the Werewolf, and halfway through the set, he becomes quote the werewolf.
Yeah.
And then as the werewolf, he becomes this like Joe Rogan type comedian.
Right.
And he subverts the whole fucking punching down offensive stuff. It's apparently, and a few people told me it's really good. But he also apparently in a set he did a few years ago, he went to town on a load of different comedians, and then it meant that he couldn't do any comedy festivals. He just felt too awful. He just felt too
right. Okay, yeah.
And then he started to try and say that, oh yeah, but the Stuart Lee the character, or Stuart Lee the person. The Stuart Lee the character would have to say that, but Stuart Lee the person doesn't think that. It's like, very much. You're very much deciding where the line is there, though, aren't you? You basically it's an excuse to say whatever you want, basically. Because it's like Johnny Vegas. Johnny Vegas do whatever he fucking wants. Obviously, he's not actually Johnny Vegas, is he? He's got a different name and he's someone else entirely. And Johnny Vegas is a tragic alcoholic,
right?
And the guy who plays Johnny Vegas really did become a drink. But he said that like he had to step back from that character because it got blurred, basically. You're very much like that, I think.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah,
Pete Donaldson, the family man, is not Pete Donaldson, the Japan bumming eccentric. Except you kind of are, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh well, look, I don't mind that. I don't mind that as a.
Would you say you're performing a character right now?
Do I sound like I'm performing a character right now?
Well, I don't think I really know the real Pete Donaldson.
No, you never will.
You'll
never get to my hot honey centre.
Let's turn this into Inside the Actors Studio.
Right.
What really makes Pete Donaldson tick?
Trimbo.
What's that?
It's an inhaler.
My inhaler. Thank you very much for listening. Joining us in this week's Inside the Actors Studio. It's just a 1-minute episode.
Oh, lordy.
But so just going back to Graham Hancock, he argues that an advanced society with spiritual technology thrived during the last ice age until comet impacts about 13,000 years ago. And look, if you want to believe that, that's fine.
Enjoy it.
But the problem is, when your son's the head of factual at Netflix and you start getting shows in the documentary section making out that it's real.
Is that how that all...
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Is he a Nepo dad?
Yeah, he's like a Nepo dad. He's like a Nepo dad. Yeah, and then he goes on Stephen Bartlett and Stephen Bartlett takes it seriously.
Yeah.
It's like, what damage are you doing?
I think if you're a Bartlett or a Rogan, you spend so much time in this space and you spend so much time talking to mad AI Silicon Valley idiots and et cetera, and those kind of men who never do any work or do anything physical, do anything really. They just sort of go down this kind of like rabbit hole, and that sort of stuff starts to sound negotiable. That starts to sound realistic.
Is it the same way that Ricky Gervais does what he does because he's got no contact with the actual world?
Yeah, but he's just a rich guy. He's just kind of who doesn't.
Yeah, but it's the same principle, though, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Because you've basically got all the time in the world to think up bonkers ideas, and no one tells you no.
Yeah,
and the thing I particularly think Bartlett is dangerous for is because it's presented in a serious, holier than thou package. If you're just going to do your thing and slum it and just say, yeah, I'll do whatever I fucking want, thanks very much, leave me alone, haters, fine. But the way he conducts it and the way he presents it, and he talks all the time about how he's, doing all this really highfalutin stuff. Yeah, he's having Graham Hancock on.
But maybe he'd had a glass of wine before the booker.
He didn't.
got
I
in touch.
podcasted worse.
I podcast it worse.
My booking agent booked
worse.
Yeah.
Luke, would you like to go and see the Bayeux tapestry?
Yeah, I would actually. I think I might have seen it before.
Really?
But when did it last come to the UK?
Oh, I don't know.
I've got maybe a false memory of being a kid and seeing it at the British Museum.
When was the last time the Bayeux tapestry? Yeah. No, I mean it's not
Bruno
been.
will tell us.
It's not been here for a little while anyway.
I could be talking shit, but I'd like to see it. Yeah.
I'm very much interested in the box that it's come in.
Okay.
It's sort of like a sort of double, almost looks like an old WWE wrestling cage that they've sort of wrapped around it.
It has to be, does it?
Yeah, I think so. It's like double caged, and they did 2 practice journeys with a textile copy. Do you think they had like sort of decoy vans and stuff? Because it's not that big in all of it. It's not actually even a tapestry as well. It's linen with embroidered pictures of the tussle between William, Duke of Normandy, and Harold.
Why is it so? Oh, hang on. Sorry, Bruno. I've just checked. It's not been in the UK for 1,000 years.
But you are notably 1,000 years old. 1,015 years old. Yeah.
So I probably didn't see it when I was a kid.
No.
What I loved about it, Peter, is I remember during a particularly tough time for Keir Starmer.
Right.
Starmer the farmer harmer.
Starmer the farmer.
Starmer
the farmer harmer.
Yeah.
Why have I not heard that before?
Rachel Thieves.
Rachel Thieves. Yeah.
His Labour Party announced that they had secured a 9-month loan for the Bayeux Tapestry to come to London. It's a great example of how the UK is this and that. And I was thinking, I don't think those people who are putting flags up lampposts care about that.
No,
I don't
think
think that's going to win you votes. That's not a vote winner for me.
No,
is it?
They're not really tapestry fans.
We're all poor. Our energy prices are through the roof. Right. What would be a really good strategy is for you to come out with some kind of way of proving that's not your fault and you're doing your best for ordinary people. Bayeux Tapestry's coming to the British Museum.
It's a bit weird that we've never had it before, though. Surely,
is it?
Well, and is it going to arrive on Burnham's watch?
Typical. Burnham,
have we got a nickname for Burnham?
Typical Burnham.
Taking the glory.
The Burnham Tapestry.
The Burnham Tapestry.
There'll be a nickname for him. Don't worry.
Andy Bumhum, the farmers.
Randy
the
had sex with someone once.
Yeah.
Nice. There probably will be. But I am interested in seeing it. Obviously, as I'm a history. I'm a history nerd, I guess. History enthusiast, I would say. By which I mean I did my stretch and warm-up routine for golf the other day while watching compilation YouTube videos celebrating the American 250th anniversary.
Right, okay.
So a bit of stuff on the Revolution, bit of stuff on the Civil War, bit of stuff on Normandy and all that kind of stuff, all the amazing moments that America had contributed.
Right.
So I am interested in history generally.
Last time I was on the old elliptical in my house, I listened to a half an hour chat about Mao being a weirdo, Chairman Mao being a weirdo.
Yeah.
He was horny.
Was he? Yeah. Tell us a bit more about that.
Very horny. It's an interesting, his sort of concubines and stuff completely subverted the patriarchal kind of political class. Right. Because the concubines ended up, Mao couldn't, like most sort of dictators, they can't really trust anybody.
No.
By the end, and then so therefore
the
only people that they can trust are the people that they have sex with. So then they become weirdly powerful.
Isn't that kind of So that's something that's kind of populated politics generally, though, right? So the rest is history. Guys love talking about. I think it's Harold Wilson had a secretary who he was obsessed with and was having an affair with.
Right.
And she got to the point where she was like basically telling him, "You're not going to that meeting." I don't think you should enact that trade policy.
Good. I'm glad.
And wasn't there talk that Asquith, one of the early 20th century prime ministers, literally during the First World War, or as it was building up, I forget what I think it was Asquith, it might not have been, was like not paying attention in meetings. He was writing love letters to his daughter's best friend, who he is obsessed with.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit. It's
a bit rich.
Richard Keys.
But it's like, don't think that's not been going on all the time.
No, it's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chairman Mao, was directly responsible for 30 million deaths, something like
Yeah.
that? What annoyed me about when I'm on that...
And little deaths in the orgasmic sense.
Yes, absolutely.
He had to be...
Well, he might have fathered children every single time he...
Well, he certainly had a lot of... he was definitely sterile by the end because he was riddled with STD, so he certainly he would not use a rubber.
Right. I'm Chairman Mao.
Chairman Mao, mate. I'm not using a fucking rubber. So he also never used to bathe because it was a waste of time.
Where'd you learn all this?
And he would use just on me elliptical, the educational elliptical.
Yeah.
His hairdresser used
Chinese made.
Yeah, probably listening in. They used to have to cut his hair while he was walking around. That's why it looks so shit.
Well, he couldn't stop.
He couldn't stop. Couldn't stop. Didn't have time to have a shower. So he would just have people towel him down and put him in his suits.
If I was a dictator,
and he would just
all I'd do would be having showers.
I know. It's just a big shower.
I'll tell you what,
concubines.
Something annoyed me a few weeks ago when we were doing a ramble and I got something wrong. And it's fair enough, I did get something wrong, and people were calling me up on it. I think it might have been the sun thing. Right. Yeah, that was a bit.
I got something wrong.
It was a difficult week. Yeah.
I got something wrong.
It was an error of judgment. And
listeners, I got something wrong.
I did, and I said that, and that's fine. And fine.
The giants did not inhabit the earth.
But what annoyed me was in the same week, the biggest podcast in this country, The Rest Is Politics, we're talking about...
Sponsored by Fuse Energy.
Yeah, don't give them a sponsor.
Good energy company.
We're talking about how cool it was that Rory Stewart's dad shook hands with Chairman Mao.
Yeah.
And it's like, no one says a word about that. They get away with that. It's a cool discussion point. They have a good laugh about that one of their dads shook hands with a man who killed 30 million people.
I heard that bit.
What are the rules? What are the rules? I'm trying to keep a fucking independent company afloat. Right. And I'm getting hauled over the coals.
You're shaking hands with the baldy spectacled man at News International.
Oh, Rupert Murdoch.
You're shaking hands with him.
I am shaking hands with Rupert Murdoch to keep young Bruno in a job, and I'm getting hammered.
You were shaking hands with Rupert Murdoch yesterday when you were trying to get a discount on your Sky subscription.
Don't think they're involved anymore, the Murdochs.
Are they not?
Don't think
with
so.
Sky?
Are they?
Really?
I think they might have sold it.
We would have heard about that, wouldn't we? Who would they have sold it to?
Bruno, look up if Rupert Murdoch still owns Sky. I don't think he does. So I'm just saying there's a double standard.
Right, yes.
I'm happy to take my medicine if that lot over there are taking their medicine.
Does he still own Talk Sport? News International.
Don't know.
Right.
Yeah, News International do own TalkSport, yeah. But News International don't own Sky. Right. Did they? Bruno, find that for us, will you?
Murdoch doesn't own Sky anymore.
There we go. I think he sold it.
Some estimates put it at 55 million. I presume that's Chairman Mann's head count. But
can you call it a head count?
Death count.
Disrespectful. In the classic example of the Luke and Pete show weave, I've also just learned that do you know how long the Bayeux tapestry is?
Well, it seems like the box that it was in was quite small, but I presume it's rolled up.
It will be, I'm sure.
Like an old school.
Have a guess
paper.
how long it is.
It's got 600 odd people in it. So
how big are they?
How big are they? How big are the people?
600 me or 600 you?
Lying down that would matter, wouldn't it? But it was just me and you.
Your chat
cut your head off.
Chat up lines again.
Did you see my joke on the ramble? I said Luke's 6'2", 2 measurements.
Yeah.
Hey,
what do you mean?
The Peter's 2 inches.
6'2". Yeah.
Actually, I said 6'2" inches.
2 measurements. Where'd you learn that? Shane Gillis tell you that.
That's it. Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis. You like him? He's a comedian.
I do like him. You like him.
Where were we? Answer the question.
What?
Bayeux tapestry length.
I think it's probably. Do you want it in meters? You're gonna have to have it in meters.
I've got it. I can do either.
You do either.
I can do meters or feet.
All right. Okay. I think it might be 70 meters.
So you know the Mona Lisa is very small.
Yeah.
70 meters.
Yeah.
Guess how long it is?
70 meters. I just have.
It is 70 meters.
Is it actually? That's not right on my arse.
Yeah.
There we go.
Great stuff, right?
Give me something else that's long, and I'll tell you how long tall it is.
That's good, though, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah, it was.
It's big.
Good.
It's big.
It did well. I think it's a piss take. It's a bit like you know how when a photographer takes a picture of someone on a red carpet, they own the copyright, even though it's a picture of them.
Who owns the copyright?
The photographer. No matter what you.
That's fucking bullshit.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
Yeah.
But and so when people put pictures that if you get images, watermark or whatever, when they illegally, they haven't paid for the right to use the photograph, the implied consent is that the photographer needs to be paid for anything.
Yeah, we got a bit of that. We got a bit of trouble that years ago when we once used a picture of Theo Walcott on the website.
Right.
And some geezer said, oh, give me 250 quid now.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's what, isn't it? You play the game. I think you just play the game.
I think we just took it down.
Yeah.
It's fucking Theo Walcott. I'm not being funny. I'm not paying for that.
I'm not paying for a Theo. What picture would you pay for? What's gonna make it worth it for you, clicks wise?
We're
thinking the Sydney Sweeneys of this world.
No, I only really like artwork that's like mythical fairies and wolves,
right?
Howling under a full moon.
The three wolves
with the little fairy with a bluebell on their head. I really like that stuff, and that's kind of mythical. I'm more of a mythical guy.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really get involved in that.
Right.
And I don't think I'm going to be realistically paying for a photo of Sydney Sweeney.
No, I'm saying for SEO because perverts on the internet drive industry.
Do I? I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
After you've put your blog up. Right, let's get out of here. It's the end of the Luke and Pete show.
Well, were you not going to say the point about the photographers getting the rights?
I was going to say, I just think that the French. I just think the French should have brought it to our shores sooner, because obviously it's half and half. Pictures of us and pictures of them, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's true. And there's always the chance they could get sued by the descendants of Harold Hardrada.
Exactly.
So, it's important to bear that in mind. Have respect for that lineage.
Respect Harold for crying out
loud. Bruno, let us know if there's any direct descendants to the line of Harold Hardrada. Right, off we go.
We can get all of our edits through if we just keep him busy for a week.
Exactly.
We'll be back on Thursday, the 16th of July. It's going to be a good day. It's nearly the end of the fucking World Cup, look, exciting, isn't it? Exciting. Right, we'll be back then. hello@lukeandpeteshow.com is the way to get in touch on Twitter. You can check us out on TikTok and YouTube and all kinds of places if you fancy it. We love you very much, and we'll see you soon.